Okay, so this is a probability problem with a deck of cards. So let me remind you first of all about the formula that we're going to be using, right? So usually if we have a universal set, this is my universal set, and we have a subset in it. So let's call it E. So the probability of any event E will be the number of element in E divided by the number of element of the universal set. Okay, so our job first is to determine how is the universal set. All right, and how the universal set is mentioned into the problem. So here the center that indicate our universal set is 5 cards here are dealt at random from a standard deck. All right, so our universal set would be to select 5 cards out of 52 cards. All right, so you have to select, this is the possible selections, right? Everything in here is your possible selections. So that's why we are saying 5 out of 52. All right, now the fact that you are selecting 5 cards, the order is not important. So every time the order not important, this is going to imply combination. Of course, if the order is important, will imply permutation. All right, so now the number of this universal set will be equals to C from 52. You're gonna select 5. All right, and we're gonna let it for the calculator to deal with this. Right, now we move on to the question. So the question is, all right, is right here, what is the probability that the hand contain exactly 2 face cards? All right, so the event, I'm going to call it E. So the event E is to select how many cards is 2. All right, select 2 out of. All right, so right now we are selecting face card, so we're going to select 2 out of this subset. All right, all the face cards, if you count them, they are 12 cards. All right, 3 cards in each suit, so that would be 4 suits and 3 cards on each. You're going to be 12. So you're selecting 2 out of 12 face card. Again, the order is not important. However, your experiment here, it did not end yet because you just selected 2. You need to finish your selection up to 5. So what you want to do, you're gonna add another AND here, and you go and select 3 more cards. However, right now we're gonna select it only from the remaining cards. All right, and the remaining cards would be these cards over here. All right, so you can figure out 52 minus 12, that's going to give you 40, or 1 to 10 4 times, it can be 40, right? So you're going to select 3 out of 40 cards. And again, the order is not important, it means a combination. All right, now if we are looking for the number in E, what's it going to be? It's going to be select 2 out of 12. This is a combination from 12, I'm selecting 2. This one selecting 3 out of 40, so this is another combination from 40. I'm going to select 3, and don't forget the AND is always stand for the multiplication, right? Usually, if you want to remember this as well, so the AND statement is indicating for a multiplication, all right, and the OR statement is indication for an addition. All right, okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to go back to our formula, which is this one. All right, and we're going to plug in everything. Right, so we have the probability of E. It's going to be equals to the number in E, how many elements, divided by the number into how many elements in the universal set. So the number of elements in E are C12, 2 times C40, 3, and then you're going to divide by number of elements into how many elements into the universal set, and that's going to be C. Out of 52 cards, we are selecting 5 cards. All right, so how can we do this in the calculator? We're going to try to do everything on one step. So what you're going to do is, first, but let me show you where is the combination located at, right? So the combination now was under math, and then you have to go to the probability, and then you have to scroll down to number 3, which is NCR. All right. Okay, so how can I type that formula? First of all, I need to type 12, and then I go to math, and then I go to probability. I can go by the left arrow to go to probability, is faster, and then scroll down twice to NCR, plug it in, and then you type 2. All right, so that's going to be combination 12, 2. All right. Yeah, probably I forget to put a parenthesis here, so I'm going to insert a parenthesis for numerator, and then go all the way and keep going. So now I'm going to multiply, and same thing. So I'm going to do combination 40, 3. So I start with the 40, the biggest number. Go to math, left, go down to number 3, enter, and then 3. All right, close the parentheses. I am done with the numerator. Now I'm going to divide everything by denominator, which is 52 first, math, probability, then NCR, and then I put 5. And that should be it, right? So equal sign, and we get the answer as 0.2509. So this is going to be 0.2509. Now I go back to the question is asking me to round to the 100th, right? So the 100th is, you're going to look at this one and stop here, right? So the right answer is going to be 0.25. And that's all, guys.